Good morning. I hope this finds you well. It is a cool but nice Sunday morning here in Terrace, British Columbia. It's October the 9th, I think. One day away from Thanksgiving here, 2022. Good times, good times. It is cool, as I mentioned, and partially cloudy. And today, we're going to continue on with a week in Binh Long. Let's load her up. And while that's loading, let's go to our screen here and see what the heck is going on. So, if you've been following along, we're at day 3 right now. And, yeah, things are entertaining, I guess. Day 3, we're just in the very start of it, but there's lots going on. We're only 5 turns into it, or 4 turns into day 3. There's a lot to do, and yeah, it's quite the challenge. We've run into some VC, and we're gonna try and go hunt them down, but we have actually landed in one of our main landing zones where we have to build a fire base. We did that somewhere else too. Let's just see what's going on. No, these guys are hunting, that's right. Here we're hunting. We found those 2 VC local force platoons. They were hiding in these woods, so we're gonna go capture those guys. Ah yeah, here. We've just landed at Minh Thanh with one of our companies, and we started to secure that. You can see that we've captured the airfield, we've captured this airfield up here, and now we're just going around and collecting the other stuff. What else is going on? So this is going to be a fire base. We also have started arriving our new battalion that's in the field, and they are advancing up towards Lai Khe, because these units have a massive 2 areas to secure, which means that they will be very busy. We have some engineers here, and they're going to help because we have this road to clear, and at the same time, I think because we have to collect all these points here, we might as well send an engineer up there and start clearing that. There's lots of points here to collect. We have, fortunately, a brand new armored cavalry troop that has come on the map, which will be extremely helpful in capturing. Hey Red Sox cutie, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're gonna shoot some stuff. Heck yeah, we're gonna shoot a lot of stuff today. We have our special forces team up here in the middle of nowhere, but he can see this. I want to see if this actually moves now, because I did do some tweaking to this code, so hopefully that'll proceed, and then we can go back to our normal situation here. What else are we doing? Let's take a look at the map. So, quick overview. We're going to secure, so we've secured area Georgia, we've secured area Alabama. We have to go back and re-secure area Louisiana. There's a few places that were captured by the VC during the night, day 2 night. So we have sent a task force from the 2nd, I think it was mostly the heavy weapons company from 2nd 28th as a convoy to go out there and recapture these locations. We know that there's VC around there, and we assumed that we would run into some, but we haven't yet. So we'll have to go try and deal with that. They do have some helicopter support, but I think we'll send the helicopters back because the VC that we expected decided to disappear. That's not good. Down below, we did land at the new fire base. We haven't built it yet, but we've started, and we're going to start clearing these roads here pretty quick. We did bring in a 2nd engineer from way down south to help clear this road, because it is a very large road, or long road, as well as there's a secondary road here that needs to be cleared as well. We've landed 1 company, and we have 2 more to land, so That'll take some time, but we'll get there, no problem. Down in the first 16th sector, we are... I don't think we've landed yet. Let's look. Have we landed? First 16th, where are we? No, yeah, these guys, we don't have enough helicopters, so everyone's going into this area by truck, and that's just brutal. Brutal in the sense that there's landing zones here, and I wish I could use them, but unfortunately, because I'm short of helicopters, I can't. Hopefully we receive some today. I don't recall if we do or not, though, but regardless, it's all good. Yeah, and then first 16th is also dealing with these two platoons here that hopefully we'll be able to assault these guys next turn and cause some damage. We do have artillery there, which will be helping out, which is great. And we have our gunships. They are just snakes, and that's probably a bunker there, so yeah, are they useful? Not sure. And further to the south, yeah, at Minh Thanh, we've landed one company, and we are gonna head back. Oh, look at that. We even have our troops on the ground here ready to start clearing this road. And they have to clear this road all the way up to Minh Thanh, which is up here. The other battalions, there's one company up here, and they've just started going into the woods. And we do have one more company, but I'm not sure where that is. Let's take a quick look. I think it's here, actually. Yeah, it's waiting. It's waiting to be flown. So the helicopters are just coming back. Alright, so far so good. We're making some good progress. So let's start at the top. And we're going to leave this guy, the Special Forces team, here. We're going to see if this thing runs away or not. And there we go. We're off. That's done. Hang on one second, sorry. Let me turn off notifications, because don't need that right now. And there we go. And we'll just turn that off too. Sorry. Blah-da-boo. There we go. Now back to what we were doing. So one thing I did during this session is I noticed when I went to review the VC and NVA and what they're doing, some of the pathing that I did for patrolling turned out to be quicker than I anticipated. So they had finished their tasks already. It's like, oh man, it's only day 3. That's crazy. So I had to add a whole bunch of new loops, and I also took the time to make some different pathing that the NVA companies will choose. So maybe one time they'll do one path, another time they'll do another path. And also I added some code that if you are in main supply areas and you know, if your special forces happen to stumble across them like we did here, total fluke, if they are spotted, then those NVA companies that are nearby are going to come and hunt you down. So again, that's one of those things where I thought, okay, let's have it so that it'll do that, because that makes sense and is realistic. And a good reason why we don't want to be sticking around these locations too long, because the longer we stick around, the more likely we're going to be destroyed, right? So killed or captured or whatever. So that being said, I did do some major modifications back here just to help things make them more interesting. Okay, we did start here. This unit is pretty well moved. Those are Arvin troops. And here, let's just take a look. What are we doing? These helicopters are going to come back to refuel. These helicopters will also refuel. This one we can land. I'm going to turn off... I'm going to turn off those display unit list track IDs. I use the track IDs mainly for when I'm designing scenarios, especially the scripting part of it, and that's what I was doing prior to this. So those unit displays were being shown. One thing. Did you know? We're gonna go through, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of time here. You can adjust these things here. So if you don't want to, if you need some additional help into identifying what these type of units are, did you know you can go into the unit list, counter style, counter graphics, and change it to NATO. Oh wait, why didn't that work? Show counters. There we go. So now we can show the NATO style of these counters to see, maybe that'll help you out in identifying what these type of units are, because I can quite clearly understand what all these units are just by the 3D model, but if you're new to the game and you don't know what all these units are, that might be a good way for you to see what these things are. And if you can find these actually in the manual, what all these symbols mean. And let me find that for you 1 second. If we go down to the very bottom, is it at the very, very bottom? Yeah, it is. So they're all listed here, and here's what they all mean. So if you come across a symbol, like for example, let's see, number 1 or 0, actually it starts at 0. You go scroll down to the list here, and you see that 0 is an anti-tank gun. So this is super handy, and you can see there's hundreds of these type of units and classifications. Many are similar, so that is something to keep in mind. But yeah, just as an FYI, if you want an alternate way of looking at things, that's something you can do. So, yeah, it is insane. There's so many different NATO symbols, so it helps visually classify what each of these units are. Now me, on the other hand, I prefer this. I like seeing the units because I can readily identify what they are. Let's see, we have dozers here, which is good. Just gonna check. We have helicopters, they've landed. There is a task force headquarters here, so that means that they will refuel. And I have to wait. I have to wait a turn to get my helicopters back off the ground so I can load up another unit here. Let's see. I'm gonna zoom out a bit. The same thing here on the map. If you want to have the 3D icons on the map, you can totally do that as well by counters, counter graphics, and 3D. And here that it displays the 3D for you, so you can identify facing and see what's there pretty quickly. But I like using the NATO counters because I'm a dork when I'm in 2D, because it reminds me of, you know, the board game version. Playing that, that's kind of fun. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, we're on the way. We're on the way. We've landed. We have units there. We have a helicopter on the way back. Oh, our supply, right. They got hit by those 3 mines. I forgot that we have to go in and clean that out too. I've come to the conclusion that I need more engineers. Okay, so the second 28th is finished. Let's go down to the first 16th, and it looks like we've moved. So you can see I have the thermometers turned on, which you can do by pressing T, and I have it shown with the action points. You can change it to that it shows morale or strength. I choose action points because then it's easy for me to identify what units have moved and what units have not. So here you can see this has a full red bar, means that it hasn't moved, but this is in the landing zone, and I'm gonna haul that with a Chinook later. So we're okay with leaving it there to get picked up. Our helicopters here, they've moved. They've done what they need to do. These are reconnaissance. Let's actually put that back up into the low flight zone so it's less likely to be shot down. These infantry have also moved. Down here, we have some reconnaissance helicopters. We have our construction platoon that we're going to need. And we have some vehicles. We have supplies. We have our heavy weapons company here. And you know what? I'm just going to do a quick pan around to make sure that this area is still secure, that we haven't. So we need to clear these roads as well because there's stuff all over them. There's mines and blocks. Man, I could be doing engineering tasks all day just by clearing roads and whatnot. It's quite frustrating, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so first 16th, we're pretty happy with first 16th and how that's going. So, back to here. We've secured the area around the bridge, but unfortunately that bridge is still blown. We need to rebuild that bridge, and I don't think I have anything to do that at the moment. So, we'll just have to... And we also have to clear these minefields. Look, there's 3 new minefields right there. Man. Okay, so what are we going to do here? We're going to go for a stroll into the woods and take these points. We have some mortars here. Let's bring them a little bit closer. We have trucks. Let's see, can we get all the way there? Oh yeah, we can. Nice. And then this guy, we're going to start going through the woods. I have all my trucks down here. I don't think we're going to need the trucks anymore because these guys are just going to be meandering through the bush. So it doesn't make any sense to have these trucks back here anymore. We'll send them back to Conthan. Otherwise, down here, let's do... now, do we advance with the engineers or do we advance with another vehicle? Let's advance with our... Oh, and just like that. Ha! We found something to clear. So there must be 2 blocks here because I can't even move. So we'll just unload. This is a reconnaissance team, and what we're going to do, we'll send this reconnaissance team up to capture that point at the same time. Might as well. And here, we have our bridge engineers. We can build a bridge there, even though, for some strange reason, that bridge that was taken out, we could still cross it. But in the event that that gets fixed, we're going to just build a bridge here. So we have that open. And further down here, these dozers, they've built something, but we're going to send the dozers to the Chinooks so they can fly. They can't land yet. They can't land yet. We have some gunships here, which is great. And up here, did everyone move? Let's see. Where's our boundary? So here's our boundary. So we can go secure this point. Hopefully we don't take any more losses. Oh, there's something there. So we might go around that because if that's a block, then we don't want to get hit with a mine. Okay. So they're done. Is that a bug or can you still cross? It's, yeah, no, I think it's a bug because that should have been fully demolished. Usually when something is, there's no, it either is or is not. So there's something that is not quite right there and I'm not sure what that is. So we'll have to double check in the code what that is. That's okay. That happens. That's a good question, Red Sox Cutie. Thank you for asking. So we've laid some mines here, or IEDs, basically just a ring. And we're going to continue on with that ring all the way around, but right now we can't set anything because he's out of ammo. These are our engineers that are supposed to be going south, so let's go get them on the road where they need to go. And where is that they need to go? So they need to clear this road here. So let's do that. We have some escorts. And we have both of the engineers. We're going to send one further. Oh no, I guess we're not going to because they're going slower than molasses. We're going to send one platoon further south. Like all the way south. And then to help clear this road here. Because we need to clear that. We don't need to clear this road, but since we have to take all these points, it just makes sense to have an engineer following behind to clear that stuff. And down here we have our new cavalry unit. And this cavalry unit is going to start doing exactly that. They're going to start going up this road. What do we have? Machine guns. Do we want to send everyone up there? No, probably not, eh? We'll have to send maybe an infantry company up there, just in case they run into something. But the rest of these vehicles we're going to send north. That's the task force headquarters, so let's send them north. And the supplies will also send north. What do we have here? More armored vehicles. Move them as far as we can. Again, we're going with the slowest vehicle, and the slowest vehicle is the tanks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which is less than 12. And here we have the new guys. Moving them as far as we can. There we go. This will be the next group that goes slowly. 4, 5, yeah, no, that's right, we can do that. Perfect. All right, so this is gonna get. I know there's going to be mines and blocks and everything on this road, so I'm debating: do I wait for the engineer, or do I just go into it and see what happens? And maybe I'll send 2 tanks that way. We need our infantry. Do we have any reinforcements? Let's see. Oh, we do. Oh, where did these guys come from? Oh, they all landed at this airfield. Ooh, that's handy. Ooh. Yeah, it does sound quite risky, Red Sox Cutie. I think we'll send an engineer. Do we even have an engineer down here? Let's see. Did we have one in our units? No. No. We have artillery. That's handy. Recoilless rifle. Mortars. Machine guns. Nothing. Nothing. So yeah, we don't have any engineers at the moment, so we have to actually bring some engineers from up here. So yeah, we'll have to send one engineer all the way from up here down to that road to make sure that our vehicles are safe. That's a long haul. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Wow, indeed, Red Sox Cutie, like seriously. But one bright side is that, boom, just like that, we have a bunch of infantry. This is awesome. That's 2 companies worth of infantry. So we can send one of those companies straight away into the woods. And then we will find, do we have any empty trucks? Yeah, we have 1 empty truck. We have some supplies. So we can pick up one company to head north, because this battalion has a huge area to cover. And yeah, we'll drive them up here, drop them off, and they can start going through. Oh, I see there's a nice little airstrip here, or landing zone here. Okay. Ah, there's one there too. Not that we have the helicopters, but in the coming turns we can do that. Okay, so we're done here. We've done everything that we can for this particular turn. So let's end the turn and see what happens. Things are getting a little more complicated, so the turns will take a little bit longer, but I will continue to... What the heck is that? There's something up there. I don't know what it is. So anyways, yeah, the turns will take a little bit longer now that there's more stuff coming on the map, but I'll continue going on through explaining what my thought processes are and whatnot, just to keep things interesting. So, lots of movement going on, of course, as expected. I'm curious to know what that is up there. I'm really curious to know what that is up there. It sounded like an RPG or something. Oh, not an RPG, because an RPG doesn't have that range. Doesn't have a 750 meter range, so it's probably a recordless rifle. Which is surprising that we didn't get shot at then when we landed here with our helicopters. That could have got really ugly. Oh, a machine gun. So again, we don't want to... So we turn all of our opportunity fire off for that particular unit, so it doesn't fire at anything. We don't want it to fire at anything because we don't want it to be spotted. Interesting. So that one platoon didn't move yet, but that's okay. Reinforcements have arrived, and we have that regional force company, finally, the 3rd 34th, which is great. 2 airstrikes remaining. 2 units have not recovered yet. 7 headquarters unable to provide supply. Can't afford to lose any more of those. Ha ha ha, someone's a smartass. Thank you for your support. Red Sox cutie, jeez, unbelievable. 2 units low on ammo, and we have cleared a mine or a block. Alright, here's what we want to see. Damage. Not so much. So these are Arvin batteries. They're not doing very good. Maybe the 155s will do better. But these are in bunkers, so it will be more complicated. Oh, yeah. Look at that. We did cause some... When it's a double unknown effect, it's usually something good. So that's a good thing. Let's draw some fire. Oh no. There we go. Okay. So they fired all their shots. We should be able to fly in there now. and just hope for the best that we can do some damage. And we'll pull back. Now I'm going to try an assault. This is a proper surround assault because I'm attacking from both sides. So let's see if we get lucky. And we did! Alright! Heck yeah! Morale dropped, we captured them. So that's a good thing. We totally eliminated them. We don't have to worry about them anymore, and we can get this platoon up to this landing field to hopefully, eventually, do a combat assault into our area of operations. Alright, what do we have here? We have some orders. Let's go for a drive. Again, all these units are traveling by road because we don't have enough helicopters to do otherwise. So we can move these helicopters back to the landing strip. Hopefully we can land these two at least. No. Land these two. There we go. And I don't think we have enough points to land here. No. So next turn we'll have to land those helicopters. So that was actually a successful, really successful hit there. Artillery, gunships, and assault, and we didn't take any casualties. So that company is a good company. Heck yeah! And now we're getting close to being inside our area. Here, this is where we have to build our fire base at this location here, which is going to take a while to get there, unfortunately. All the more reason we need some more helicopters. What do we have? Just more infantry. Oh, look at that. We have more LRP teams. We have 2 more. Yay! Okay. Good to know. So, here, let's just do a recon. Yeah. So, that platoon is still there. The rest of the company I know is out meandering somewhere, so why this particular platoon is stuck here, I'm not sure. But that's okay. Starting at the top, we are going to continue our advance. These are D Company units from the 2nd 28th. And we are going into the Louisiana area that we had secured before to retake these particular positions because the VC has come into our back area and decided to capture our unit, our things here. So we are going back to take them back. In the meantime, we might actually send this recon unit that we're coming across to here to capture this point again. Maybe down here to help secure some of these northern points. This is where I have to be very careful and make sure that I am securing. Can this guy load? No. Damn. I have to make sure that sorry, I'm distracting myself. And this headquarters, we're going to move down here so he can refuel that helicopter. These helicopters are refueled. Anyways, I have to make sure once I get that recon team down here that he goes back to where he's supposed to go. I have to make sure that he has to go back here for the night in order to ensure that my there's another. Oh no, we knew that already. In order to make sure that I get the points for loggering correctly. So that recon platoon is part of the 2nd 28th, and they're part of the Heavy Weapons Company, which means they have to go into this city, into Loch Ninh, and stay there for the night. That is true of all these vehicles. So I have 34 turns to make sure that they're done this mission and they're back here. So yeah, and these roads are tediously slow and monotonous to get through, right? Have to keep that in mind. Let's see. Here, we can start moving this company up and get ready, because it's going to have to take off and go land at the landing zone. Let's go I'll meander over there. Okay, so we know there's something there. Let's just fire at it. And then we'll build an IP. Now this guy going in the woods, doing some bushwhacking. This guy is going to do the same. And this guy will send up the road, capture that point, and then into the bush. This company's going to be spread out like mad, but we need to start collecting these points quicker than we can. And then this is a 4 strength point Chinook, so let's fly this guy back and pick up the dozers that are up here. Where are the dozers? The dozers are there. And let's get all of our gunships on the ground. They are all on the ground. Okay. These Chinooks will pick up these dozers. Can I wonder. Oh, they need to land and refuel. So let's land over here and see if we can pick up these construction platoons. I don't know if we can. We might be able to, but we're going to try, see what happens. We've had to put a pause on our building the defenses around Loch Ninh, just for the simple fact that we needed to send out the troops into the field to recapture locations that were captured by the vehicle. Alright. First 16th, they've done what they can. Everything is, yeah, we're all good here. That's fine. So I know one thing I'm going to have to do eventually is get some supplies over to this fire base. So what I'm going to preemptively do is get a supply truck and an escort and send them along that road to that location. Now, fortunately, we're going to be following a whole bunch of other vehicles, so we should be able to get in there within 20 turns or so anyways. That'll give us some additional supplies. Speaking of supplies, let's go find our other supplies. Where are they? Aha, here. So these are brigade supplies, and they need to go all the way up north. It is a tedious journey, though, because our main M35 escort vehicle is disrupted. Oh, we forgot our engineers. What are we doing here? They've built a bridge. That's good. Yeah, so they're doing their thing. Okay, they're working their way along this road, so we do have the engineers. We'll have to get them loaded up. There's another block here, and we'll advance along this main road here. That's their task, and that's why we brought this other engineer to help with that, because there's a lot. This is a big road, and they also have to clear all the way up here, way up to here, somewhere in here, I think. So it's a long, tedious day for this engineering task force. And further to the south, we can just leave this machine gun jeep up there just to keep an eye out. And let's meander through the woods. Let's double time. Oh, no, we can't. Can they double time? Yes. And these guys will jump up to here and back and then head down to this point here. So the longer it takes me to clear these areas, the more points the VC get, obviously. So we want to make sure that I'm clearing these as quickly as I can, but still doing it relatively safely. Okay, this engineer cleared that. Let's take the next one. And we found another block. Let's go through that. We're going to send this reconnaissance unit probably up this trail to go collect that. And here we're going to build a bridge. Build a vehicle bridge. And we're going to do it down left because we want to cross here. Oh, and we got lucky. Boom, just like that. Nice. You know what? I think I'm going to use this APC to haul this engineer around. Just for safety. Let's bring our tanks up. And bring up these armored vehicles and reconnaissance team. So this is the boundary. We're not going to go down collect these points because that's out of our area, but everything north of this is in our area. That being said, we might send another recon unit up these trails to start collecting these points while the engineering is clearing this road. Here. Now we did know there's something there, so let's avoid that altogether. And we've secured that base now, which is perfect. I think I'm going to land my helicopters here for now. And this is another team. I'm just going to land them on this airfield. That'll save them. Why can't I land there? There we go. Okay. So that'll save them wasting fuel up here. Maybe I can eventually get a supply. Actually, yeah. Let's move a supply vehicle there. Oops. Let's move the right supply vehicle there. So we need to get some supplies, an escort again, as usual. And what we're going to do is send them along the road following those engineering vehicles. Perfect. These dozers we're going to bring up to the Chinooks, and the Chinooks are going to haul our dozers up to that airfield. Speaking of, we need to land, and we can load. We need to land, and we need to load. So these helicopters are going to carry our next company up. And they're going into the Minh Thanh area, and they are going to refuel. Next turn, they'll be ready to lift off and go. Let's go back over to here. Do we need to do anything? I don't think we do. We're just going to continue securing the area. That's as far as we need to go there. We need to clear this area. We need to clear this entire plantation. There's another bridge needed here. That's destroyed. Because we have to go up to at least this point here to collect. Yeah, okay. So my engineering's... Hey, John. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. These mortars are now pretty much out of range, so we will send them back. And these trucks are no longer useful, so let's put them in content. That's good to hear, John. I'm glad you're doing fine. Okay, now I have to be careful because I don't know if that point is in. If it's not, I have to add it. Let's take a look at the labels. So that's actually not in our... It's just outside, so I have to avoid that like the plague. And then one of these engineers we're going to send south. And the other engineer, let's turn off the labels, we're going to send through the grass, through the weeds. Let's advance with our APC. This is a 4-strength APC, so I might actually swap out this engineering truck with that APC. Yeah, let's do that. And let's see. How are we going to do this? Very carefully. Let's just recon. Oh, and look at that. Roadblock, just like that. At least it wasn't a minefield. Okay. Huh. Sneaky buggers. Just advancing. So we have one infantry company here. Two, actually. No, we have a whole bunch of infantry companies here. One of these companies is going to go into the field. So let's pick a company. How about that one? And that is going to head north. Let's just double time that. Head north. We'll send that platoon with it. And these two platoons will follow. This other company, we're going to put them on the road. And they're going to catch a ride with these troops that are just cruising by. So let's get them on the road. These guys are loaded, so we can't do anything with them. This is loaded, can't do anything with them. That is also loaded, so can't do anything with them. So what I'm doing is finding vehicles that I can catch a ride with. Look at that, there's APCs there. So we're going to send these guys up. Again, we're going as fast as our slowest vehicle. Which are the Pattons. do we have any? We have trucks, but they're not strong enough to carry that platoon. Supplies. And is that their last of our vehicles down there? You know what? I think it is. So that means this entire battalion arrived by plane and they landed on this airfield and we have to go pick them up. So yeah, actually, you know what? This is kind of, that was a surprise. I didn't expect that. I thought everyone would be coming by truck. So that's kind of cool. They've arrived and they're going to start clearing this area. We're going to pick up some units and they're going to join the rest of them as they're clearing. Huh, cool. That was a nice, unexpected surprise. Okay, let's just go around, make sure that we're doing okay here. Yes, we moved all that. Let's go south. That's all moved. Let's go south again. Yes. Yes. What we can do also is take this task force headquarters and ship it up to Minh Thanh. That'll be the next flight. We have a battery here, 155mm battery. Decisions. Are there any Arvin artillery here? There is. There's a 105. Is there anything else? So there's a battery here. I'm half tempted to take this battery and move it somewhere else. Just in the field. I'll send it back after. But if I'm going to be operating over here, I might actually send it up along this road just to be closer in case we need it. Because this is a big area. And it'd be nice to be close to... Yeah, let's do that. You know what? We're going to do that, totally. Just for our own safety. So let's find that battery and load it up. Plus its escort. We're going to load up the escort. And we're going to get them on the road. Now, I want to bring... What do I want to bring with it? Do I want to bring anything with it? Oh, this needs to go. Let's bring a couple APCs and these tanks. Just to protect it. Hey, Stipe! Good to see you. Watch out for the New York City taxis. They can get a little crazy. Yeah, no kidding, right? That's awesome. Okay, so we're moving our troops further north. And we're going to escort them with this part of the cavalry troop, just to make sure that, you know, this battery is very important to us because it's our biggest gun that we have on the map. And we're going to bring it down this road, and we're going to set it up somewhere that has good range for, you know, all this entire area. We're not going to bring it all the way over to Minh Thanh. We're going to keep it all on this road. I'm thinking might as well just, like, in this field here, this open area here, because that way it has a good coverage of everywhere. The main thing is that we have to make sure that we're protected. Oh, there's another bridge here we have to build. Man. Well, it's a good thing we brought the bridge engineers along with us then. Okay. There, we've done... Okay, we're good. So let's save it and end the turn and see what happens. Oh, I forgot about the recoilless rifle. Oh no, we did plot artillery there. Or mortars there. Let's go find them. So again, there was a machine gun here. We assume the machine gun's going to be moving somewhere. We just don't know where. That platoon, I'm not sure why it's not doing its thing, but maybe it'll do it next loop when the troops come back. We'll see. So there was a recoilless rifle here, which we got lucky it didn't fire at us our helicopters. So we're going to hopefully destroy that. But now we're just taking the opportunity to build a couple improved positions that'll help with the next flight. Oh yeah, they're moving. Huh, I wonder where they're going. Haha. So, yeah, Stipe. We have 2 new LRP units. Yay! The 2 additional LRP units available at the start of the scenario. These will load into helicopters and be inserted into a landing zone in Cambodia. The LRRP mission is to watch the trails on the Cambodian side of the border and see where the supplies are flowing. While remaining out of sight, the LRRP will call in airstrikes to hamper Vietcong supply efforts when possible. Avoid combat with the LRRP teams and use the LRRP stealth to circumvent the patrols that will inevitably attempt to hunt down your teams. Move them around to the various landing zones as necessary. Only the LRRP units will be allowed to operate in Cambodia. You can fly the LRRP units in and out, but you cannot send in additional infantry into Cambodia to assist with your LRRP tasks. Yeah, don't kill them. That's the key. Can they live? We'll see. Oh, and we forgot. We have reinforcements. Yay, we have some ARVN troops, which is fantastic. First, 37th Regional Force Company. 3 airstrikes remaining. We have 1 unit that recovered, finally. 12 headquarters unallocated supply, which makes sense because we're moving a whole bunch of stuff and our ammo is getting low. 3 units low on ammo, and we have a Chinook that is low on fuel. We have to go double check that to make sure that that is okay. And we cleared a mine or a block. So that's where that recoilless rifle was. And we don't know if it's still there or not, so I'm just going to keep hitting that position until... Oh, look at that. Another freaking IED. Whew, man, so many IEDs. It makes me nervous. He's still building. That's fine. And this guy, where are we going to send him? I think we're going to send him south into that complex down there. Oh, roadblock. Okay, let's go. Did we have reinforcements? No reinforcements. Let's go up here and find which unit got released. So we received a couple of companies of Arvin troops. Let's try and find which ones they are. Highlights, fixed units. So, oh, what's this? Regional Force Company. Okay, let's see. Let's highlight them. So we have a Regional Force Company that's released. That's great news. Let's get them towards the airfield. Oh, they're a Regional Force Company, so they're slower than molasses. 1x at a time. Oh my goodness, really? That's horrible. Okay, and then to the south, I think that we released another company. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's another company right there. So we have another Regional Force Company that got released. Plus we have our Mike team, our Mike company that got released as well, which is fantastic news. Okay, so we have some Arvin troops. Let's get them on the road. And this Mike team, okay, so there we go. We have, so this is great news. We have a reconnaissance. We have a Regional Force Company. Not the best of units. Look at that. Their assault is 3. Their defense is 6. So they're not going to be capturing anything by any means, but they will be defending things. That's a good thing. But these Mike forces, they're pretty good. They have an assault of 7 and a defense of 9. But more importantly, their morale is 8, which is fantastic. Unlike these regional forces, they have a morale of 5. Not so useful. Again, we can use them to defend key objectives. But we need helicopters down here in order to transport both of those. All 3 of these companies need to be transported now by air. This company just cleaned up those 2 local force VC platoons that were in these woods. Now we're going to send them up to this landing zone and they will be available to fly out and head towards the Idaho fire base that we have to build. And these are the supplies for 1st 16th, and I'm just getting them ready to meander over to our fire base, which is going to be here. So here's our supplies. They have to follow this road, go through this bushwhacking terrain to get close enough to this fire base where I can start getting some supplies in. Oh, the low on fuel Chinook. Yeah, good point. Where is that? Let's hunt that down. Message log. Oh, where is it? Oh no, it's in the briefing. Command report. 9277. Okay, let's go to Alt-X. 9277. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. The reminder. Ah, yes. So, let's get this on the ground. We're going to do it right here where the dozers are so we can pick them up and get them over to our... Can we pick them up? Let's see. Oh, we can. Nice. So they're going to refuel, which will be fantastic. We do have one transport helicopter up here. You know, we should actually bring that down to this area here. Yeah. Oh, no, we can... No, we'll leave it up here and transport that company one at a time. The regional force troops. Because they have to go... Where do they have to go? To here. They need to go to here. We're going to have that regional force company defending our firebase and help build it because it's pretty useless otherwise to go into the field. So here's our remaining LRP team. He can see this guy, but he can't see us, which is good. Otherwise, we'd be dead. Still didn't build anything. Okay. Let's go to our engineer team. Oh man, there's lots of roadblocks and stuff on this road. That's a pain. What's this? These are our supplies. These need to get to Loch Ninh. What's here? Okay, so next turn we'll take off with this entire company. Oh no, we can take off now. But I'm going to move them as a company. That's the key. The question is, where are we going to move them? I can load everyone up to the high flight zone. Let's do that, and then we can move 6 hexes. Now, let's take a look at our area. There's a landing zone here. There's a landing zone up here. Let's turn on the labels. Florida, 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 Florida. We won't worry about this one because we have this engineering team that's going to come and hopefully take these points. We have a company operating down here, so maybe we should move over to... Where are the points? That's in Cambodia, so we can't land there. We can land here in 5. Here, I'm going to zoom into this area, and I'm going to leave it up to you. Where do you think we should land? 4, 5, or 6? We're going to send a company in, 4, 5, or 6. Which one do you think we should land in? Now, obviously, we're going to have to bring in some gunships, and we're going to do this right, but which one? We're going to leave it up to you guys. 4, 5, or 6. That's going to be our next combat assault. 4 so far, okay. 6. So far we have this or this. Come on, type. It's up to you. Tiebreaker. Or something. So let's talk about what the advantages are. So 4, we can split up the company to go and secure this entire area from the north. 5, it's kind of centralized. We can send out the platoons basically anywhere. And then 6, let's see what's down here. 6 is pretty much like 4, it's along the boundary. And we can just hop in and split up the platoons, send them in various directions to secure the areas. all three are good locations, but we just need to decide on one. 4, 5, or 6. Now, while you guys are deciding, I am going to grab some gunships and get them ready. Oh, our hogs. I don't want to use our hogs. I mean, I do, but I don't. Let's get them up in the high flight zone. Let's get them down here. Split the difference and go with 5. Yeah, now that's a good idea. Now, we had some snakes up here as well. We want to use those just in the sense that... Let's turn off the labels. Just because we want to protect our hogs more than anything. Five might be better as this. Okay, so we have two for 5 now. So we're going to go into 5. That's the plan. Do we have any other? We have one more team of gunships. Okay. So let's take a look at 5. Where is 5? 5, I think this here is 5, isn't it? Yes, that's 5. Looks like a good landing zone. It's tall grass. It's surrounded by forest, light forest. We'll have to bring in the loaches to make sure that it's clear. And then, yeah, I mean, if we look at the map, there's trails that go in all directions from here. So, yeah, you're right. It is a good location to land. We can probably send one platoon this way, one platoon this way, and then one platoon to the north. I think that's fair. That's a good idea. Now, is this... No, we don't have... We do have a company, but that company, that Arvin company, is going to be protecting our base. So let's keep that in mind. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. It is decided. Thank you for your help. I appreciate it. I know it's completely out of the scope of this game, but I really wish there was a way that I could improve roads. Okay, he's going to continue along this trail and get to this ford here. Oh, look, there's a mistake in the map. I could cross there, but that's cheating, so I'll fix this. Notice that the stream isn't connected here, so I have to fix that so that it does. Otherwise, you can cross there freely. We don't want to have that. Why can't I get in there? Oh, because I don't have enough action points. It costs 65 to enter that hex, unfortunately. And let's... I think we're done here. Yeah, so for 2nd 28th is done. Let's go down to 1st 16th. Continue on with their advancing. And because of the nature of these roads, here we are all of a sudden all crammed together. Road improvement would be a nice feature. Add it to the wish list, I guess. Yeah, it would be a nice feature. And our supplies. These guys are done. These guys are done. I'm happy that we have extra troops. That's really nice. Now we just need a way to get them where they need to go. Okay. I haven't found a use for these Arvin supply trucks yet. You know what? Let's put them up here because we're going to use that as a temporary landing zone. So let's take both of those trucks and put them at that little temporary airfield. So when the helicopters are free and they can come down here, they'll have a place to refuel. They don't have to go down to this airfield, even though we are eventually going to go to this airfield, but we have a company coming here, plus dozers, so yeah, it's good. Okay, continuing on. Now, we want to avoid that particular hex because I think there's a minefield or something in there. What are we doing? Let's just send this guy down the road. This guy's going to go over there. And down here, we're going to continue on the road. Let's advance with our recon unit, see what's there. Nothing, which is good. Except we will send that recon unit up this road. Oh, and like that, we found a new roadblock. Let's load up our engineers, send them down the road. And here, actually we can unload, let's unload this reconnaissance team, send them down the trail. And we have our supply engineer trucks. Our engineer trucks, not our supplies. Don't really need to bring them along, but why not? Our engineers, and now here are supplies that are going to Minh Thanh. And we are bringing up our battery. Escorted, of course, with tanks. Oh man, they went the wrong way. That's amusing. They totally went the wrong way. That's okay. All worked in the end. So we have our supply trucks. So we're getting close to Minh Thanh here, which is kind of nice. We're not that far away. We're what? 8 kilometers away? 10 kilometers away? Something like that. That's not bad. That's been pretty inactive, but let's go back up here. We're going to continue down the road. We can't double time. This guy we can double time, so let's... Now, which way do we go? Looks like we go south. And there was one more. Yeah, there it is. We can double time this guy, get him in the woods, capture that point, and continue along the trail to this landing zone here. Perfect. Down here, we do have, yes, we can load up our Chinook and get him in the sky. We can put him high flight zone as well, and he's got 8 movement points left. This company is ready to go, and again we can load them up, put them in the sky, go as far as they can in high flight zone. And we have one more error. Again, high flight zone, put them with the other helicopters hopefully. Now these helicopters are going where? You know, I think I'm just gonna send them to just to Minh Thanh. That's all we're going to do. We're going to transport everyone to Minh Thanh, and that'll be that. We have troops covering in. Yeah, we have time to do that. So that's okay. We're just going to send everyone to Minh Thanh, and that'll take care of that. Here we have a whole bunch of stuff. This guy recover? He did, so we can lay some more claymores. Let's do that. Or not. That's fine. That's fine. We have our vehicles. We have escort vehicles here. A whole bunch of empty trucks. ACAVs. First Cavalry units. Who do you belong to? Doesn't matter, so we can just put you in there. Okay. Now we have a road to clear, which is down here. And I think what we were doing was going to swap out these trucks because they're slower than molasses, and we'll just use the APCs. This is going to continue along the... Oh! Just like that, we found a minefield. Oh, IED. But we survived it. And these are mortar half-tracks. Where does the road go? Where's the road go? So that's probably the road there, eh? Look, here's another map error. I need to fix that right there. So this is the road. We're just going to clear that all the way along. Once we get our engineer, it'll make life a lot easier. Okay, and the other engineer, we're sending it south. It's a slow drive. It's a slow drive. And here we're going to continue advancing. Nice. We have APCs, we have some mortars, we have a tank, and we have ACAVs. Not a really super powerful force, but hey, it's okay. This other cavalry unit is heading north. We're almost at Lai Khe. Okay. Oh no! Oh no! So they went off the path. They went this way, whereas I should have done this to make sure that they follow the highway. That was my own mistake. They didn't like that. Come on. Why can't we cross there? That's weird. Oh, because there's a minefield there. That's why. they got confused. I see. They spotted a minefield. Alright, do we have any other units down there? I don't think so. I think that was it. Yeah, that's it. Do we have any reinforcements? We do not. Let's just double check to make sure that I moved my brigade supplies, which I did. We have a bunch of helicopters on the way. We have gunships on the way. We're set up for next turn, which is great. Let's go into here and we can load up our troops while we're waiting. There is an APC coming. Yes. So we can load up this final unit in that. Actually, because it's closer to the end, let's grab that supply truck, move it up here, grab this platoon, load it, get it on the road. We can get these trucks on the road as well, and then this APC will do the same. We'll just sneak it up there. Next turn it can load up, and we have that whole company, with the exception of the mortars, ready to play. And these guys, this company is gonna walk through, start collecting these points. There we go. We're done for the turn. And we do have our LRRP teams. Where are they? They're right here. So, they're right there. You know what we can do for now? Let's see. What can we do for now? We don't have enough helicopters to move them right now, so I'm going to maybe send one over here. Can we cross anywhere on the... We'll have to go all the way down here. Man, that sucks. I'm going to take one of them. I'm going to double time it. And how far can we go? All the way to there. We are going to send this unit, because it's the fastest. It's going to go down to here, come into here, and walk all the way up to grab that point. That will save this company from doing that, and it'll take way longer for it to do it. So once that's done, we can send it up to capture these points here, while this company is busy doing its own work here, actually. So yeah. Okay, we're done for this turn. Let's end it, and let's continue. What are the VC gonna do? A lot of walking. That's what they're doing. A lot of walking. But on the bright side, if they're walking, they're not shooting at me. We're almost a quarter of the way through day one already, and I've barely scratched the surface on this day. That's not good. That's not good at all. Ah, so those are the machine guns. They're continuing on their journey. Can't remember, but are there VC civilians you have to contend with? And John is asking, not in this scenario, no. I don't think there might be a couple, but generally speaking, no. They were mostly in the Mekong scenario. There's not too many civilians in this one. So that being said, if I see something, we can completely attack it. Combat portion of the 1st, 2nd Infantry is operating in area Pennsylvania. You will need to move some supplies to the fire base that is being built there. Use elements of the 1st, 2nd Logistics Company to complete the mission. Okay. Reinforcements have arrived. 3 airstrikes remaining. 1 unit has... Oh, sorry. Nothing has recovered yet. 10 headquarters unable to provide supply. 1 unit low on ammo. And we have a Raven that's low on fuel. 105, 148. Now, why on earth this is taking forever to build, I don't know. Anyways, we know there's a recoilless rifle there. We're just going to keep hitting that until the cows come home. Ha ha ha. All right. We're securing. That's good. And this one is going to go all the way over to that one there. So let's double time through the trail. And down here, we're doing the same thing. Let's double time down the trail. Another roadblock. Man, there's blocks everywhere. Okay. Let's take a look at our troops here. Oh no! Minefield. And a roadblock. Sheesh. Start clearing that. What's this? Bridge engineers. These are our other engineer vehicles. Okay, now we decided on number 5. So let's grab our gunships, put them up into the high flight zone. And LZ Florida 5 is here. Oh, shit. That scared the crap out of me. So we know there's a machine gun here. In these woods. Which is fine, but we're not worried about that because we want to land in that area. These guys are in the high flight zone already. Man, that scared me. I should avoid flying near hills like that because that's a good position for anti-aircraft machine guns to be in. And we have one more flight. And here I am flying right by it again. And we have our other helicopters. Again, flying right over that hill. Terrible! Man! So here's our company. Here are all of our gunships. Now we know we just got shot at from something in these woods here. Does that mean the rest of this is protected or defended? I have no idea. So let's drop one of our loaches down. Do a quick flyby. Nothing. Okay. Let's do that with our other loach. Just do a quick flyby. So no, we got lucky. And let's do that with our last loach. Gonna drop down to low. We're just gonna fly around, make sure that this area here is safe. Seems to be, so we're gonna drop these guys down to low. Now, next turn, we should be able to. We'll do it again. We'll take our helicopters and go through this area. Really, maybe even drop down into the nap of the earth just to get to see if there's anything in there that's going to draw some fire. That's next time. But for now, I think we're okay. I hope. Next turn we should be able to land and get our helicopters out of there. So, and we'll have a company on the ground. That's the plan for that area. Let's go to Landing Zone Florida 5, they said. It'll be fun. Ha! Something like that. Okay, and here we can get our troops ready to... That's the last company that needs to go, but we also have... oh, we can move our guys up. These trucks need to be fixed or undisrupted because it's really slow going. They have to go here to gain our supply. And we're already in the 60s, so that's not good. We do have our regional force company that can come with us in the field. Where are the other troops? Here they are. Okay, and here, can we load up this construction platoon? Oh, we totally can. Nice. Get them in the sky. And we're going to send them to our fire base and start building trenches. We also have a Chinook. Where's our Chinook? Our Chinook is ready there too. Okay, good to know. What do we have? Let's lead with our recordless rifle, just in case we get ambushed. Nope. So at this point, I don't think these two machine guns are going to be useful, so we're just going to pull them back to locked in. Because it's going to be too tedious to get them in there. Again, these elements are just going in to recapture these locations. They're still fixed. They're still fixed. They're still fixed. Okay, so 2nd 28th. That's all we can do for there. Oh, there was another helicopter we need to be worried about. Command report 105148. So let's go Alt X 105148. Let's find that. Oh, it's there. We just need to land everything. Oh, there we go. Okay. There, everything is landed. Let's just make sure that that's all that's there that needs to be landed since we're here. Yes. Yes. And we're going to bring our supply trucks, the Arvin supply trucks, here. And here. And here's our American company that we're going to send up to that airfield. And 1st 16th is still trying to get into the woods. Slowly but surely. Whew, we ran through that minefield. That was lucky we didn't hit anything. Oh, we have reinforcements. What do we have? We have more helicopters! And some more gunships. Man, we have a lot of gunships. But more importantly, we have 2 more helicopters for transporting stuff. That's amazing. Do we hit? Let's see. Do we have anything else coming? Turn 130. We have more gunships. Turn 130. We have more helicopters. Hallelujah. A lot more helicopters. Oh, man. And another Chinook. Ooh. And more gunships. Is that all we had? Yeah, that's all that we get, though. So whatever the next batch of helicopters, that's the last helicopters that we get. So looking at the reinforcement schedule, not good. Not good at all. More stuff coming by truck. We have some Arvin reinforcements coming. And we have... lots of infantry. I don't see any more armored vehicles. So, yeah, it's just these 2 companies that... Oh, we have this. What's this? This must be the last squadron that's coming. With engineers. But anyways, so... Day 3, our last helicopters are arriving. Next, in a couple more turns, plus in halfway through the day. And then after that, there's no more helicopters. So what we have is what we have. Have to keep that in mind. That's kind of terrifying at the same time, isn't it? I have to really watch my units just to make sure that we don't lose any. Or if we do lose any, that we, you know, are making sure we're losing the right ones. Don't be afraid. Be terrified. I'm happy we have no helicopters coming. That's just brilliant. Because we need them. Okay, here we've secured that. Let's go up north. And let's secure this. And here, can we get in there? No. Here, let's advance. Oh no! Frickin' minefields everywhere. There we go. We have some engineers that start clearing that up, and we'll get the reconnaissance units going through. Oh, there's probably something there now too. And we have our supplies. And bridge engineer, which we're going to need eventually up front. And we have our escorted heavy artillery battery. Where are we going with that guy? Where are we going? Somewhere in here. So these mortars we need to bring down here, unload them, and get them ready to drop off or go by helicopter. Can we unload them here? Yes. We need to load them by helicopter and get them to Minh Thanh. So all these helicopters can come over here. Same with these Chinooks. And can we drop down? Let's see. Drop down, unload. Oh, can't unload. So at least we can get everyone on the ground. Oops. Okay, so everyone's on the ground. They'll be able to unload next turn. I'm feeling safe that we're not going to get hit here for now, so that's okay. And I think that's all for now. Just double checking, see what I'm doing here, but I think we're okay. Oh, this guy, did he recover? He did. Let's see if we can lay another IED there. And yes, we were successful. Continuing to build and secure our base at Konthan. Now down here, we're going to load up our engineers, get them on the road. Send these trucks back because we don't need them. And these guys, let's go. So far that's kind of good. Let's just make sure that's the road. Yeah, that's the road. 302. 302. So it's got to be this. Or maybe that's the road. I don't know. Well, we'll have to secure both. Area of Pennsylvania goes all the way down to here. So, yeah. Our other engineer. Get him on the road. These units we can load up. Our special forces team, again, going as far as he can towards this ford, which is that far. One company there. These units. Now we have a convoy that we're going to have to send up this way. We're just going to advance along the road. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wrong unit. No one can carry anything, so let's just get these guys up the road. Oops. Wrong thing. Can these carry anything? Yes, they can, but not those mortars. So we'll just drive right by them. These guys can't carry anything either. And, aha, these can though. So let's get these supply trucks to pick up that mortar. Perfect. And let's get these trucks right there behind it. Now that we have helicopters, we're going to lift up the rest of these teams by helicopter. Oh, I'm so happy we have more helicopters. I can't emphasize that enough. So I'm just getting these last units on the road. Charlie is happy for more target practice opportunity as well. Ha ha ha, you're a funny guy, Stipe. Funny guy. Funny guy. I think what we should do is have it so that Stipe is in command of all the helicopters. That way when we lose them, it's all Stipe's fault. That's a great idea. Let's do that. Okay, down here, we're going to continue our advance on this road. Ooh, that's good. Okay. So there's only one roadblock so far that needs to be cleared, but there's still a long way to go. What do we have here? So we have our battalion headquarters. We have the leader, another company, and we have the remaining LRRP team. So I think we're going to split up these LRRP teams. We're going to put one. Let's go look over here in Cambodia. Is this Cambodia? Where is Cambodia? Cambodia is here. So we'll have one operating in the south, and maybe we'll have one operating in the middle, and then that last one will be operating in the north. So we'll have one down here, we'll have one in here, and then we'll have one up here. I think that's a good plan. Okay. I think we moved everything. Just do a quick double check. Yes. Yeah, oh, right. Where are we going to be building our fire base down here? I know there's a fire base we have to build. Let's see where it is. Status, scenario briefing. Dun, 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 dun. 1st Brigade. Where's the new fire base? Pennsylvania 1. Where's Pennsylvania 1? I'm going to assume that's Pennsylvania 1 right there. Yeah, okay. So this is where our new fire base is going to be located for the battalion operating in the field. So that will be that. Good to know. So basically all these units that are down here, all these units have to go to that fire base. That's where that's their ultimate goal after clearing all this stuff, is clearing area Virginia plus area Pennsylvania. They have to build a fire base here, which seems like a lot, but they're on the road. They're getting there, slowly but surely. Okay, let's end the turn. Let's see what the VC do. And then we'll do our combat assault into the new fire base. Or not fire base, into the, where was that? Florida 5. and see if we get annihilated or not. Hey John, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. We'll be back again on Wednesday at 6 p.m. of course. You can tune in then if you have time. That'd be great. We're not done yet. Not done yet. Lots of movement going on in the background. I don't see anything yet, though. So much movement. Where are we? Oh, okay. So that's our LRP unit still spotting that guy walking through the shrub. Four airstrikes remaining, which is good. One unit has recovered. Ah, that supply vehicle escort finally recovered. 12 headquarters unprovided supply, 4 units low on ammo, and we cleared a bunch of stuff, which is good. He still didn't build that frickin'... Man, that's not very nice. Okay, so let's just hit that again, just in case. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go to our combat assault in Area Florida. Where is it? Here. Area Florida 5. Okay, let's take one of our loaches, not that loach, because that's the primary one. And let's do a cruise. So I'm flying nap of the earth along the tree line, just to see if I get shot at. Doesn't look like I am, though, so that's good. So we're going to risk it, drop in, unload, get the heck out. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. No! Unload, get the heck out. So we got shot at from something over here. Let's do a cruise with our other loach. Where was it? Let's do a recon. Nope. Let's do a recon. Nope. Okay, we know there's something there. We don't know what it is, though. Odd wishlist request, but maybe add some rain sounds for monsoon. Oh, you know, that's a good idea. Good idea, Stipe. Really good idea. Okay. Well, we got some good news. We're on the ground. The bad news is there's something in here. Now, do I bother trying to go hunt it down? Or do I focus on the mission and secure this? Ah, decisions. I don't know. That'll be something to think about for next time. Something to think about for next time to see what's in here. Do we send this company to go hunting? Or do we just send the company out to go do its thing? Think about it and we'll see what we do next time. That being said, it's a couple hours now, so we're pretty much done for the day. As usual, I'll be back on Wednesday, 6 p.m., barring any disasters. We're back to the usual routine now, so I should be able to do this as normal. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can ask them down below. Or you can go over to our forum, which is at matrixgames.com. Right now, if you're interested in buying it, the game is on sale for 10% off, and our Middle East game is available for half price at the moment. I don't know how long the sale's going to last, probably just in this week, I believe, or this week and next week, I'm not exactly sure. Check it out. If you're interested in what we do, you can support us on Patreon, or if you're watching this on YouTube, just hit like and subscribe. That is super handy and super helpful. Thank you again. Hope you have the good rest of the weekend. And on that note, take care, smile always, and talk to you soon.